Are you navigating a probate real estate sale in California from afar? In today's video, we're diving into the challenges of selling a property from another state or country. Spoiler, it's not as daunting as it may seem. We're going to go over some useful tips for success, and let's turn this complexity into your advantage. And we're going to get going right now. So let's talk about the 5 biggest steps from selling a home from afar. Hi, I'm Ernie Espinoza. Welcome to our channel. Here we talk about the homes in probate and trust administration. We help families and friends just like you every day understand the probate process. I'm a local realtor located in Los Angeles, California. If you find this of value, please hit that like button and subscribe so you can be the first to know about the best steps to be successful when selling a property in probate. So let's get back to talking about the useful tips for a long-distance probate sale here in California. Selling a property remotely, such as a long-distance probate sale in California, can feel like an overwhelming chore. However, with the right approach and useful tips, the process can be made much more manageable. The tips I'm going to share with you will help to make your California probate sale as stress-free as possible. Selling a property remotely, such as a long-distance probate sale in California, requires a different approach than a traditional sale. To ensure a successful transaction, it's crucial to begin assembling a local team of professionals, an experienced realtor and an experienced attorney who both specialize in probate matters. Here are 5 quick tips to keep in mind when selling a property in probate remotely. Number 1, visiting the property in person to assess repairs and understand the local market. Number 2, gather a team of local professionals, including a probate realtor and a probate attorney. Number 3, handle personal belongings and determine the necessary steps to prepare the house for sale. Number 4, prepare for the unique challenges of a long-distance probate sale. And number 5, communication with your team. Our goal is to guide you from the current situation to where you want to be, a sold property. So let's dive deeper into step 1, visiting the property and assessment. Selling a house long distance might require travel before you can list the house for sale. You'll likely need to visit the property to assess its condition and determine what repairs or changes need to be made. Before it can be ready for a sale, you may need to get formal inspections. I suggest a general home inspection first. This report from an unbiased third party will help you identify and locate any major issues such as leaks, pest damage, or any other repairs so you can address them before selling. If time is on your side and you have the cash necessary to fix up the home of the needed repairs, you may be able to list it at a higher price for a larger return. Selling a fix-up home has its advantages. However, it requires much more commitment on your part, such as more travel and working with contractors to keep an eye on those improvements. However, if the house needs much more work than you can afford or you want to sell quickly, you might consider a more competitive selling price point. Selling as is with no repairs is a very common approach from remote administrators. There are a few approaches you can take when selling as is. There's the on-market, just place on the MLS approach, or there's the off-market approach where your realtor will dive into their database and market to cash buyers. The latter approach does at times have the benefit of a much more speedier close. Each strategy has its pros and cons, and we'll do a deep dive on that in a different video. Once you evaluate the condition of the property and your selling approach, repairs versus no repairs, this is the first step in setting a realistic selling price. Your next step is to meet with your realtor so they can evaluate comparable sales based on your property's condition. Step number 2, the team approach. It's my experience that visiting the property is crucial at least once when selling from afar. However, I understand that life happens and sometimes it's just impossible to make the journey. Selling a property remotely, such as a long-distance probate sale in California, can present unique challenges. Keep in mind, I've helped with homes that the executor or administrator was unable to travel, and I'll share with you that story. But if possible, it's important to visit the property in person to assess its condition. Now, let me tell you about the story of our client Mary. She didn't want to leave the confines of her home. She was older in age, and travel was something that just wasn't practical for her. She resided in Iowa. Instead, Mary trusted us to walk her through each step of the property sale in California. After viewing the probate property, we took the photos of all the personal properties so that she could so that we could begin discussing how to best prepare the home for sale, and Mary really appreciated it. Are you an administrator or personal representative? What state are you working from afar to close a probate sale? Leave a comment below. And number 3, belongings. Selling a loved one's home can be emotional, especially walking through their home filled with their old belongings. Adding distance adds more complexity. Sometimes administrators don't want to visit because of this emotion, and that's totally understandable. This is where the team approach is necessary. As your local realtor, this is where I direct my team to work for you, all while you're at a distance. We help administrators and PRs by working with estate sale companies to administer a sale of the personal property, then donate the larger items that don't sell from the estate sale, and after what can't be sold is then donated, and the rest is picked up by a crew and sent to a local waste center. So when the property is sold, it's completely clean. This is how the team approach shines, all while your probate attorney guides you with the necessary timely paperwork, filing, and court meetings. Los Angeles County Court allows you to call in on Zoom calls for conference calls and be present during the scheduled court appointments. Number 4, keeping up with local maintenance. Overgrown grass on the yard, tree limbs falling in the yard, or public sidewalks are a quick way the local city ordinances can place a lien on your property for a substandard condition. Plus, your loved one's property can be quickly identified by transients, and a squatter situation can arise if oversight of the property is not maintained. With your team approach, we can control lawn maintenance to avoid local ordinance issues, and your team will work with the contractor to properly secure the property to avoid unwanted visitors from gaining access. If you have a trusted family member or friend, it's important to have them involved to visit the property at least 2 times a month. Maintaining the landscaping, lawn care, occasional cleaning, collecting the mail, or making necessary repairs as needed, and checking on the property to ensure everything is in order. And managing these tasks remotely can be challenging, so it's important to have someone you trust check on the property regularly, or a professional property management company. By having someone reliable to take care of the property, you can ensure that the property stays in good condition and is ready to be shown to potential buyers. At any time, it is also important to have a contingency plan in place just in case something unexpected happens, such as a leak or power outage, to minimize the risk of more property damage. Number 5, having a solid communication plan in place. Email, phone, video conferencing. Stay connected with your team because in the end, the world of long-distance property sales communication is everything. So what do you think? Are any of these tips helpful? I would like to hear your comments below. In a nutshell, selling a probate property from afar demands strategy, preparation, and seamless teamwork. Get yourself a seasoned probate realtor. It's important to secure the services of an agent who has the track record and a solid marketing plan with strong communication skills. My name is Ernie Espinoza. I'm a certified probate realtor. I get calls from families and friends just like you every day that need help navigating the probate process. Whether you have an attorney already or just beginning the process from scratch, and you need an established agent to back you, or if you don't know where to start, give us a call. We'll create a plan for success. The first step is a call, text, or even an email. Sometimes we can even jump on a Zoom call. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.